morning, children. This is Trinity Academy Matriculation Higher Secondary School. I am your EVS teacher. Now I am going to teach Term 3, Lesson 1, our Earth and its neighbors. Let's move on to the lesson, children. Yes, the Earth is made up of land, water, and air. About 3/4 of the Earth's surface is water and 1/4 is land. The Earth is surrounded by a layer of air. The next one is planets. The Earth is far, far away from the Sun. It is one of the 8 planets that go around the Sun. The 8 planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. The Sun and these 8 planets together form our solar system. Planets do not have light of their own. They reflect the sunlight that falls on them. This makes planets glow. The Earth appears to be a very big place to us. However, compared with the Sun and some other stars, it is very, very small. Next, the shape of the Earth. Long ago, people thought that the Earth was flat. Now, there is proof to show that the Earth is round. Have you ever watched a ship sail away from the shore? How does it go out of sight? The lower part disappears first and the top disappears last. This is because it is sailing on a curved surface. A few hundred years ago, sailors had proved that the earth is round. They started sailing from a certain point, sailed on, and reached the same point from where they had started. This can happen only if the path is circular. Photographs taken on space trips show that the earth is round. American astronauts who landed on the moon in 1969 saw that the earth appears round from the moon. However, the earth appears flat to us. Next, movement of the earth. Movement of the earth. The earth looks like a ball. In the center of this ball, it seems as if there is a line passing through. This imaginary line is called axis. Next, rotation of the earth. Similarly, the earth spins on its axis. This movement is called rotation. The earth rotates from west to east. The earth's axis is slightly tilted. The earth completes one rotation in about 24 hours. That makes a complete day. Similarly, as the earth rotates from west to east, half of it faces the sun. This half which gets light from the sun has day. The other half which does not get light from the sun has night. The earth goes on rotating. Day changes into night and night changes into day. Thus, the rotation of the earth on its axis causes day and night. The next one is revolution. The other movement of the earth is its revolution. While the earth rotates on its axis, it also goes around the sun in a fixed path. This fixed path is called orbit. The time taken by the earth to complete one revolution around the sun is about 365 days and 6 hours. The next one is the sun. The sun is a very big ball of hot gases. It is the star closest to the earth. It has its own light and heat. The earth and the other planets move around the sun. They get some of the sun's heat and light. The temperature on the sun's surface is about 5400 degrees centigrade. In comparison, on a very hot day, the temperature on the earth can go only up to 50 degrees centigrade. The next one is the moon. The moon is a natural satellite of the earth because it moves around the earth. The moon completes one rotation on its axis in about 27 days and 8 hours. It takes about the same time to complete one revolution around the earth. It has no light of its own and shines only because it reflects the light of the sun. From the earth, we see only those parts of the moon that are lit by the sun. Due to changes in the positions of the moon and the earth, the moon appears to change its shape on different days. When the moon is between the earth and the sun, we do not see it at all. This is called the new moon. In 2 or 3 days' time, the moon's shape changes. This is the crescent moon. Within a week, we see half of the moon called the first quarter. When we see more than half of the moon, it is called the gibbous moon. In 2 weeks' time, we see the full moon. The next one is the stars. Stars are huge heavenly bodies that have light of their own. For thousands of years, people have enjoyed watching the stars. Some stars form patterns in the sky. One group of stars appears in the shape of a hunter, another as the outline of a line, and so on. This group of stars are called constellations. There are about 88 different constellations. Some of the constellations are Ursa Major, Scorpius, Orion, and Leo. The next one is Indian astronomers. Astronomers are people who study the sun, the moon, the stars, and the planets. About 1500 years ago, there lived in our country an astronomer named Aryabhatta. He studied and taught astronomy and mathematics. He was the first to tell us that the earth is round and that it rotates on its own axis. He also told us that the moon does not have its own light and it shines when sunlight falls on it. Varahamihira was another astronomer who lived during the times of Aryabhatta. He was a scholar and wrote many books. Next, Bhaskara. Bhaskara too was an astronomer. He lived about 900 years ago. He discovered a method to work out how planets move. Children, have you seen the Jantar Mantar in New Delhi? Maharaja Savai Jai Singh of Amber built the Jantar Mantars to study the stars and the planets. These structures, made of lime and plaster, are used to measure the time of day and to find out the position of the stars and planets. Okay children, now I recall the lesson once again shortly. The earth is one of the 8 planets that goes the sun. The earth has two movements, rotation and revolution. The sun is a star. It has its own heat and light. The moon is a natural satellite of the earth. Stars are heavenly bodies that give out their own light. Groups of stars appear to form patterns called constellations. Indian astronomers have contributed greatly to our knowledge about the stars and the planets. Thank you children. We will see in the next class. Thank you.